Good morning, this is Jyotirmay, Department of Biology. So today I am going to teach you what are the products produced from milk and how to select breeds if you have to get proper milk production. Okay, so first we have to think about the milk productions. Later I will tell you how we have to choose the breeding, how we have to select the breeding. Okay, so what products we get from milk? Last time I told you we get milk from cows, buffaloes, camel, goat, sheep. And that milk is to be utilized in appropriate way. For that we are doing pasteurization. Okay. And these, after the pasteurization, the milk is stored for a long time. And that milk is supplied for many areas. Then how to utilize that milk? So I already told you some of the products we get from milk. Directly, some we drink milk. We drink milk. Cattle products these are. And next, we also get curd. We also get ghee. Now by utilizing the milk, we also make additionally some other products like with these sweets like palakova, kova or malai, rasmalai, like different types of made up of, and sweets, and also with this milk chocolates and more biscuits. Like these are the materials are used. But in a milk there is one more, the first milk which is given by animal after delivery called colostrum. What it is called? Colostrum. It is also called in Telugu Junnu Palu. This Junnu Palu actually used for drinking, and we can make with it Junnu cheese. And this milk is highly rich in proteins and minerals. So that's what the first milk compulsory is to be given to the animal. If we provide that food colostrum to the animal, it gets antibodies first of all. So the first milk contains antibodies which keeps the animal healthy and as well as gives a resistance power for different diseases. Is it clear? And with this milk we can get many things like this. Then if you need to get a good milk, what you have to do? You have to do a thing called selection of breeds. So basically in India we have different types of breeds. In that, one is buffaloes, Murrah. Murrah is a famous piece. Per a day it gives 8 liters of milk. And along with that, one more buffalo is a Chilaka buffalo. Murrah anywhere we cultivate, rare, and Chilaka, like how we select the seeds, selection of seeds and the production of crop depends upon selection of seed, right? So selection of seed decides production. Like here, the selection of breed decides the production of milk here. So in buffaloes, Murrah, the Murrah gives the highest milk in all buffaloes. It gives at least 7 to 8 liters. If you provide proper food for it, also you can expect 8 to 10 liters per day. And Chilaka buffalo. This buffalo has a speciality. Basically, this Chilaka buffalo named with the name of Chilaka Lake. What is that? Chilaka Lake. The lake which is named Chilaka. Chilaka river, Chilaka, it's present in Orissa. Chilka Lake. Salty water lake it is. Chilaka Lake. Got it? And this buffalo feeds on only that Chilaka water. Chilaka water is brackish, salty. Brackish means salty. Where this Chilaka buffalo is grown near the Chilaka Lake. What is the specialty of this lake? Water is brackish. Brackish means salty. Simply just you can for remembering, I'll write here salty. These Chilaka buffaloes feed on this salty water, and whole night the raiders, they take these animals at night to the Chilaka Lake and they feed on the Chilaka Lake water the whole night, and by the next day early morning they take the milk from that. So Chilaka buffalo drinks salty water. That's the reason the milk is also salty. And with this milk they make kulfis, ice creams. Even normal milk also we make ice creams, right? Ice creams, normal creams, and I said only cheese, even butter, like different things are made by the milk products, right? So here with this Chilaka Lake buffalo milk which is extracted, they make use to produce kulfi. Kulfi is a ice cream in Orissa, West Bengal is very famous, is made up of this Chilaka Lake, Chilaka buffalo milk. And this milk has a speciality, salty. And this milk can be stored outside in environment at least for 1 week without refrigeration. Generally, if you need to store a milk, you put it in a refrigerator. But Chilaka buffalo milk can be stored outside without refrigeration at least for 7 days without any spoil. So this is the speciality of the Chilaka buffalo. Like there are some other buffaloes present here. Goud buffalo is generally in Telangana, it is cultivated. Like some other buffaloes are there. So while you are choosing any breed for production of milk, you should take care of how much milk it produces based on that, and also need to provide proper supplements, proper food to it. If you provide proper food, then only it gives proper milk also. And then if you come to the cow, Kangayam. Kangayam is a cow. Even there is a bull also, Kangayam species, which has a narrow eyes, thin, short horn, and thin tail with a strong body. Kangayam. This Kangayam is specifically present in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu areas, and it is used for bull races. And here in our textbook they given about Komaraya, who is rearing this Kangayam. And this Kangayam, cow than cow, bull. This bull can help for breeding of at least in a week, at least it can breed 5 to 6 buffaloes for crossbreeding actually. Got it? And it's a very strongest bull. From that, actually nowadays what happened, people are not taking for crossbreeding actually. Taking those cows to the veterinary hospital, they extract sperms from the animals will be, that sperms they are injecting into the animal body for the for gestation, for pregnancy of the cow. Got it? And next, other than that, Jersey and Holstein, that day I told you about. These are basically, and next one, some other are there, like Haryana cows and Ongol, and even like some other in Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh. Majorly different types of cows are there. Those only we are using here for rearing and to get milk. Is it clear? So by this way we have to select the breeds. But while before you are going to select the breed, look at what is the age of it and to how many calves it gave birth, and second thing, how much it eats and how much it gives milk. All this you have to look at, and is it if it may get before previous it may got any diseases, and whether it is vaccinated or not. All these you have to think and buy any cow or buffalo which you are selecting for. And for basically agricultural purpose, Ongole, Kangayam is the best suitable breeds for agricultural purpose to make use, bulls. Okay, and with these cattle rearing, even not only we get milk, even with the dung of the cattle, we also can make compost. Milk products, sweet, ice cream, chocolate, biscuits, bread, like not only those materials, even with the cattle rearing, we also get first thing is milk and milk products. Number 2, compost. In agricultural lesson I told you already, compost is a dung and urine of the animal is used and decomposed and used as a manure. Got it? And even for vermicomposting also we need this, even for panchagavya making also. So compost has a great importance. Majorly cow dung or buffalo dung, any dung is used and decomposed and they make use for composting. This is something at a mill, not only milk and milk production, even composting purpose. And next one, even for biogas. Biogas means methane actually. Methane, it's also called biogas, and these biogas actually used to cook. In a villages they have biogas tanks like this. They take a pit and it is covered with the cement, and upon that there will be a lid, and for this lid 2 pipes will be there. One pipe is connected to cattle shed, this is, and another pipe is connected to kitchen. So how they make biogas? So as usual, like cow dung is filled in it, and in anaerobic condition, anaerobic content, in absence of aeration, the dung is decomposed here. They take dung in it. Every day they collect the dung from the cattle shed and they dump it into this compost pit, into this biogas pit, and they leave like that. And after some days, due to the anaerobic bacteria, the dung decomposes, and from this a gas is released called methane. This gas is connected to the kitchen and they use for cooking. This is called biogas. Most in the villages nowadays they have biogas, biogas pits and biogas setup for the production of biogas. Instead of wasting the dung, from the waste dung they make use it. And even from this waste dung we also get compost. Here methane gas is produced, and remaining leftover litter or the remaining leftover dung waste, all that they take to the carry to the agricultural yard and they throw it for making manuring. Is it clear? And next, leather. To extract leather. Leather means from the body of animal, cow or buffalo. They peel out the skin. With the skin, they make use of making bags like this, handbags. Handbags are made, and shoes, chappals, and pouches, purse, like belt, many things are made by this leather, means skin of the animals. After the death of the animal, they peel out the skin from the body, and that skin they make use for making of handbags, or pouches, or belt, shoes, chappals, or sandals, nothing more than many items. So many other items are made with it. And cattle rearing also done for meat. What is it for? Meat. So meat is nothing but, meat of the cattle is nothing but called beef. Basically Kerala, it is very famous, even in our area also, Mughal biryani. They sell it as a Mughal biryani. That is nothing but called beef. With the beef meat, they make use of that biryani. So the meat of the cow, buffalo is used as a beef. For these, they specifically kill animals. Kerala item, how they make use the animals which are old and unable to walk, not useful for agricultural products. That they kill it, and that meat they make use of. And after extraction of meat, remaining leftover skin is used as a leather. And the bones will be used in a manure, in a making of fertilizers. Here this is very, very important. Fertilizer from the bone. Bone ante nothing but phosphorus and nitrogen, like different materials are present. So that they crush the bone, and the bone they make use of fertilizers. Even nowadays from these bones they are extracting oils also from the animal bone. Animal oil. It's very dangerous to the human actually. It's a carcinogenic, causes cancer. And with that bone plates also made. Calcium carbonate, right? Bone ante. So that with that they make plates also. In Hyderabad, bone plates are very famous. Cheap cost, 60 rupees plate. That's it. So by this way, by the cattle rearing, there are many uses. So we can extract milk, we can extract meat, we can extract, and with the milk we can make different types of milk products, and compost, biogas, fertilizers, leather, meat. Even these animals are also can be used in agriculture, not only for food, even for agricultural purpose. So, and some of from the animal fat they also extract insulin, like a hormone, insulin hormone, which regulates blood in our body. So by this way, many things, for many purposes, cattle rearing is useful. Is it clear, children? So this is about cattle rearing. In next class we will look at about poultry. Okay, so I hope you understood well, and thank you. Have a nice day. Enjoy, students. Bye.